Chiefs Kingdom, I need your help. The bosses here at Chat Sports, they want to start an LA Chargers channel. James Yoder, our CEO, also the host of the Michigan Football Report. He is all in on the LA Chargers with his guy Jim Harbaugh, and he wants me to host this channel. And I do not want anything to do with the Chargers. They don't have any fans to begin with, folks. So here is what Yodes has offered me. He said that if we get 1,000 likes on today's show, they're not going to start the Chargers channel. They're not going to make me host it, but we have to get 1,000 likes. Do your part, hit that like button, and we'll get started with today's show. Could a reunion be in the works for Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes and Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill? Well, Hill teased as much on social media this week. Welcome into this edition of the Kansas City Chiefs Report, powered by Chat Sports. I am your fearless leader, Tyler Jones, here with you. Thanks for joining us. Reunited, and it feels so good, right? Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes had a fantastic run together in Kansas City, but then a few years ago, Tyreek Hill was traded off to the Miami Dolphins. The Kansas City Chiefs won 2 Super Bowls after his departure. And now, could we see the two pair up one more time? Well, get this, folks. The NFL got approval for their players to participate in the LA 2028 Olympics. And why is that significant? Well, it's because of flag football is now entering the equation, as there will be an American team, Team USA, and Tyreek Hill has made it known that he would like to be a part of the Team USA flag football squad for 2028. And the reason why this connects back to Patrick Mahomes, well, it's pretty obvious who the choice would likely be to be QB1 of this flag football team. None other than Patrick Mahomes, the most talented quarterback on the face of planet Earth. Now, we're still a few years away from this potentially happening. We're looking at the 2028 Olympics. Mahomes would be 32 years old, still right in the thick of his prime years. Tyreek Hill would be 34, and we don't know exactly if Tyreek Hill would be a guy they even want at that point in his career, but at the very least, he wants to be a part of it. It's the first ever Olympics where flag football is going to be involved. Flag football, one of the fastest growing sports in the country and around the world, with both men and women involved. And this would be a home game for these guys, as Los Angeles, the city of angels, is set to host the first U.S. Summer Olympic Games since 1996. That game was in Atlanta all the way back then. So this would be big, not only to represent their country, play a new sport, but also do it in their own backyard of the United States of America. Now, personally, I'm all for this idea of Mahomes and Tyreek reuniting and representing their country, being a part of the LA Olympics. To me, that's great. And I know some people are going to say right away, what about the injury concerns? What about Patrick Mahomes potentially getting banged up here? And should the Chiefs step in, Brett Veach, Andy Reid, Clark Hunt, whoever it may be, and stop Mahomes from doing this? And what I would tell you is Patrick Mahomes should have a couple more Super Bowls by then, in theory, and should be well on his way to being the greatest quarterback to ever play this game. And if Patrick Mahomes comes to Brett Veach and Andy Reid and Clark Hunt and says, I want to do this, how in the hell are you going to tell Patrick Mahomes no? If this is something he's dead set on doing, I don't see how you can stop him. Of course, there is a risk involved. Now, I don't think it's that crazy of a risk with this being flag football. He's not going to be tackled and beaten up like that. He could get injured walking, right? I mean, there's a risk in everything you do. But this is a chance to make history in a number of different ways, of not just representing your country and doing this in LA, but a brand new sport and getting a gold medal. To me, the pros far outweigh the cons of allowing Patrick Mahomes to have this opportunity to pair up with Tyreek Hill and some of the best players in the entire NFL to do this. I think it would be a home run decision. I would love to see Mahomes get to do it. What say you? Should the Chiefs allow Patrick Mahomes to play in the 2028 Olympics? You got two options here. You can type Y for yes, in for no. Weigh in our pinned comment today. Tell us what you think, if Mahomes should be allowed to play in the Olympics or not. The Chiefs Report is bringing you nonstop Chiefs coverage as we have our daily news and rumors. We're doing live shows each and every Tuesday. We're bringing you multiple videos a day sometimes. On top of our Q&A mailbags, breaking news, and more, this is your one-stop shop for all things Kansas City Chiefs. If you love the Chiefs, you've come to the right place. Subscribe now for free. Let's get at least 20 subs off today's video. YouTube.com/ChiefsTV. Subscribe now. You'll be glad you did. Now, the way that Tyreek Hill departed Kansas City, it all happened pretty fast. I still remember the day vividly. I was in this office here at Chat Sports, and we had heard rumblings about a potential trade involving Tyreek Hill. And then within hours, he was all of a sudden a member of the Miami Dolphins. And although Patrick Mahomes has gone on to win 2 Super Bowls since, it felt like their story was incomplete. And it kind of reminds me of the legendary Cody Rhodes in the WWE. After he went to the AEW and then he made his return to the WWE to bring his family home that title belt that his dad, the great Dusty Rhodes, could never do, and allowed him to finish his story. And I don't know if an opportunity is going to present itself again for Tyreek Hill to come back to Kansas City and to get another Super Bowl ring with Patrick Mahomes. But if these two can pair up in the Olympics and get a gold medal together at the end of Tyreek Hill's career, that to me would put a bow on this story of the marriage that is Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill, allowing them to finish that story. I think it would be a great way for them to write this off and end things from here. The success between the two of them, it was an incredible run. They won a Super Bowl back in the 2019 through 2020 campaign, where they defeated the San Francisco 49ers in what was an epic comeback performance. In the regular season, their statistics are incredible. They combined for 4,638 yards together, along with 42 touchdowns and 331 catches. As teammates, they combined for 9 Pro Bowl appearances, and each of them have had more Pro Bowls since they've departed from one another. In the postseason, the success was there as well. Not only the Super Bowl championship, but they also combined for 967 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 73 total catches hauled in by Tyreek Hill. I think we all remember some of the great moments that happened over the years between these two, the infamous wasp play and some of the many things that occurred, and a lot of winning. 55-16 was the overall record that Mahomes and Hill had together, including the postseason. So we know Tyreek Hill wants to be a part of the Olympic team, and it seems like he's kind of subtweeting Patrick Mahomes when he puts that out there, because everybody's going to point to Patrick as being that guy. What about Patrick? Well, according to reports, even all the way back to August of last year, indicate that Patrick Mahomes wants to do this, that he wants to play Olympic flag football for Team USA in 2028. Jeff Darlington of ESPN said the following: I think that there will be a push, just like talking to Patrick Mahomes about it, for instance. I think there will be players that want the gold medal. I think it adds something to a resume that maybe the average American doesn't understand. It's the same thing in golf. They treasure that gold medal. It's like a major to them, and it's something different. And I think that is a factor when it comes up. I think that people are going to be surprised the level of interest that there is. Mahomes, I think, wants to do it. I really do. When we talk about Patrick Mahomes, among the all-time greats, with the likes of Tom Brady and Joe Montana and others, they've all won Super Bowls. They've won MVPs, been there and done that. But Patrick Mahomes, this is a chance for him to be unique and stand out. We don't know if he's ever going to win 7 Super Bowls like Tom Brady did, but you want something unique and to tell his story. What about adding a gold medal and being the first quarterback to win a gold medal in flag football in the Olympics right there in your own backyard in Los Angeles, to me, that could kind of separate him and make his story unique compared to some of the all-time greats as well. It's quite the opportunity that could present itself. Speaking of Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes, so many great memories together for their time in Kansas City. What comes to mind when you think of the two? Check in that comment section and tell me what you think of their run they had together here in KC. Got a great deal we're offering Chiefs fans right now. Rookie jerseys are on sale at chatsports.com/Chiefs jerseys. Got the Josh Simmons rookie jersey with his correct number on it, among other rookies as well. Maybe you're feeling a Patrick Mahomes jersey or Travis Kelce, Chris Jones, whoever it may be. We also have their jerseys on sale now at that same link, chatsports.com/Chiefs jerseys. Men's and women's options, all sorts of different shapes and sizes. Go see for yourself. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. It's chatsports.com/Chiefs jerseys to get yours today. Now, Patrick Mahomes himself has indicated that he wants a role within Team USA with this flag football team. He would like to play, but he has even gone as far to say that he would be interested in potentially even being an assistant coach of some sorts if he can't play for whatever reason, if the Chiefs don't allow him to, or if there's a better quarterback for the situation. He wants to be involved in some way, shape, or form. Patrick Mahomes said this not too long ago on Olympic flag football. There's the want to. I just don't know if my skill set is what is required for flag football. First, I'm going to be in my 30s, a point that, and then it's a lot of scrambling at the quarterback position. It's not just sitting there throwing. And then I'm sure more of the athletic quarterbacks might get out there. I could coach. You get a gold medal for being a coach. Maybe I could be a consultant for the team. I'll be 31, 32 years old, so if I can still move around then, I'm going to try and get out there and throw the football around maybe in L.A. Just don't tell Coach Andy Reid or Brett Veach or anybody. And this goes back to, I think, kind of a more overarching point. Mahomes loves his country. This is about representing America, the stars and stripes, the greatest country on the face of planet Earth. I think this is a big part of it for Patrick Mahomes, that he gets to see what guys like LeBron James and Steph Curry and Michael Phelps and among others have been able to do. And now this is his chance to get that taste of that on the world stage. And he's a fine American. I mean, Patrick Mahomes carries himself so well, the way that he's gone about things, the way he respects his country. And I applaud him for being humble enough, I don't even have to play. I just want to play a role in some shape or form. To me, that's fantastic from QB1. If you enjoyed today's show, like the video. We certainly would appreciate it. I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.